Today I'm going to be showing you a flow between low lunge and hamstring stretch that I really like to practice every single morning, whether I'm doing a strong, powerful practice or a gentle practice. I find this really helps stretch the legs in a fluid way rather than a steady hold, especially in the mornings when our muscles are quite tight. So I'm going to start on all fours. And now, for some of us, we might need to put a blanket or some padding underneath the knees, especially if your knees are tender. And then from here, I'm going to, now, if I have the mobility, I'm going to just bring the right leg forward, coming into a low lunge. But if I don't have that mobility, I'm going to come up on the knees first, and then step that right leg forward. So whatever way works for you to get there. Top of the left foot is into the mat. We want to make sure that there's about a hip distance between the legs. So we're not bringing the right heel so that it's almost in line with the left leg. We want to leave a nice big space there. And if this is really difficult for you to reach the floor, you could use blocks, you could use books to just bring you up here. You could also just rest on the right knee if that feels okay. And the alignment here, notice I have my right knee directly over my right ankle, not just front to back, but also side to side. So my knee is not out towards the right and it's not out towards the left. So for me, I like to bring my fingertips onto the ground. So I'm going to show you that version. On an inhale, lengthen the spine, feeling that stretch through the entire top left leg, and also a bit through the right hip. And then on an exhale, I'm going to start to straighten the right leg and walk the fingertips back. Here sometimes I like to tuck the left toes just to find a bit of stability. And if you're using those blocks, the books, you could bring them with you. Or you can also keep upright and bring the hand onto the thigh. Here you want to make sure that the foot is flexed. So not drawing the toes up towards your face, but just engaged. So it's not flopping and it's not pointed. That also helps keep the alignment of the hips. So you don't want to be leaning way over to the left or to the right. You want to try to keep those hips even, especially noticing that right hip that has a tendency to pop up. And then crawling back forward, inhaling, exhaling back to that hamstring stretch. Show you one more time, inhaling forward, low lunge. Exhale, stretching out the hamstring. And you can obviously take that on both sides. And I like to do 5-6 reps on each side, really using that breath to help you find that movement, find that stretch.